When does tearing all the ligaments show up?
You know what? He's not here.
He's right around the corner.
He's not here today. All right,
It's
here
a
we
black
go.
Day for baseball.
3, 2, 1.
We're live.
Welcome. First story.
That would be mind-blowing.
Trending stories are taking over.
TSTO. What is he get a bell for that?
Next story.
Everybody get down.
According to the sounds, I'm not doing so hot today.
TSTO.
TSTO thing.
TSTONG.
TSTO.
That's crazy.
Story time. Woo! Yes, sirree. What is happening, people of the interwebs? We are here live with another episode of the TSTO show, and we're in the same location, yet it looks a little bit different.
I'd like to buy an O, please, Vanna.
You get a bell for that. This is the official TSTO show sign. Jake, what do you think about that?
I think it looks good.
I think I feel pretty official. Don't hit it. I think it's going to break.
Okay.
If you hit it too hard.
It looks good.
What is happening, people? Trending stories are taking over, and we can't control them, so we're just here to talk about it. I'm Todd Frazier.
I'm Jake Frazier. I'm scared
Why
today.
are you scared? Why are you so scared? What are you?
Stories are taking over.
Oh, man, they're coming after us.
Did you know Jared Leto lives in a bunker somewhere?
Jared, because of trending stories?
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
He listens to our show.
He's afraid of it.
Huh?
He's afraid of it. Hey, you know what? So speaking of people paying attention to our show, first of all, if you're watching live on YouTube or on Twitter or on
Namaste and welcome.
Namaste and welcome, or on YouTube, comment below. We would love to hear from you. We'd love to talk to you. But something that we would like to show you is there are people, in case you feel like you're alone, you're the lone TSTO fan out there. You're not. You are not. Tiffany's here. She's
Hey.
with you. Hi, Tiffany. Always good to have you here. You get a bell because you're always in studio.
More than I got today.
There we go. You're winning already, Tiffany. But there are people that are clamoring and commenting on things on YouTube, and there's a couple of that we'd like to share with you because we thought they're really fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
And very pertinent. So let's go with this first comment right here. We're going to clap for this first comment. This is from Yarit Chowdhury. First,
Charcuterie.
I love this video. Justin Fam. Hashtag Justin Fam. Hey, you know what? Yarit, we're so glad that you're hanging out on the TSTO show. And then this one.
I'm so glad you're hanging out on the TSTO show. However,
what is it?
You have now been removed from the TSTO cult. Just
No,
for
you
being
haven't.
Justin Bieber family.
I am allowing all Justin Fams in, Justin Fam for life. We're going to change Jake's
So
mind.
you
I
do
promise.
think it's a cult?
No, I don't. It's not a cult. I didn't say that. It wasn't the thing. Okay, so this other comment.
All right, next comment.
This is from Yarit again. TSTO show. You guys definitely deserve more subscribers, and we agree.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
We agree. We get a bell
They're not
for that.
wrong.
Make sure that if you're watching us on YouTube that you subscribe. Tell your friends. Otherwise, Jake's going to tell your mom.
I will tell your mom.
He might just tell your mom.
I will tell your mom. Hide your knives!
Okay, you get a bell. You get a
Sweet.
bell for Hide Your Knives. We are excited today because, Jake, we've got an in-studio, not in-studio special guest.
Yeah, it's Michael Myers.
It's not
He's got his knife.
No, it's not him. It's not Jim either. We have a real live guest, but he's in virtual guest world. It's not Chris. It's not Steve.
Is it Bjork with her virtual reality album?
No, it's not Bjork it's actual person, but he is on the internet with us. It is, let's give him a round of applause. David Frazier's here with us. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey guys.
So, David, you're joining us all the way from the middle of America.
3 is better than 2.
3 is always better than 2.
I totally agree.
Yes.
When Frasers are involved.
When
Right.
Frasers are involved, it's so true. It's so true. So, David, what's your feeling about the comments that we're getting on YouTube?
You know, I think that if you can't pronounce their name, I would question their genuine fandom.
Well, but
I guess
yes,
it's
that
not
is-
all about you being able to pronounce their name. It's about them, being real fans.
That's 100% true, them being real fans. Brandon Foster, speaking of real fans, Brandon Foster is watching on YouTube. What's up, buddy? You run down to the school and you can jump on with David and be on the show. What do you know about that? I don't know how long he'll be here, though. It's kind of a risk. It's kind of a risk. We got stuff to do. We got.
I look down to see if I could check how long you're going to be here, and instead I just see the Rain of Fire challenge now at a round table. If you can eat a 6-inch, no,
Wait,
10,
what?
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. If you can eat a 10-inch buffalo fired chicken pizza in, I think it's 6 minutes by yourself, you get entered.
What size?
It's 10 inches.
10 inch in diameter
Yeah,
or
yeah.
circumference?
10-inch in diameter. I'd imagine.
Because I could pound a 10-inch pizza.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. All I know is that's one of them. But the one that does catch my eye is if you eat, it's like 12 wings in like 3 minutes. You end up getting entered to win $5,000.
But the question is, could DJ Khaled do it?
No, because DJ Khaled's a little boy.
Because he can't hang with hot ones.
No.
He can't hang with hot ones. But speaking of food, we brought David on for a very special reason, because the first story that we are talking about today here on TSTO has to do with something that David is an expert in. And that is burgers. David is an expert in burgers. I'm so hungry. He worked at In-N-Out back in the day. And David, why don't you tell him about your triumph of being a burger expert at In-N-Out?
So one of the things that was great about In-N-Out, which I worked there for a year and a half or so, didn't really know how to be a good worker. And so the biggest thing I gained from that was that every time I worked, I got a double. And then I could have fries and shakes and stuff.
Was there a limit on how many you could have?
You could have one per shift.
Okay.
However, sometimes there'd be a big rush that would come in, because you know how In-N-Out is. There's people out the door, drive-thrus going to the next city.
There's neon signs.
And then they would have all kinds of meat on the grill. And so they would serve everybody super duper fast. And then everybody would be served and gone. And they would have all this extra meat on the grill. So my manager was like, "Hey, David, you want a 6x6?" And I said, "Do I?" So I ate a 6x6, which is, for those listening who've never been in, now 6 meat, 6 cheese. And those you have to kind of alternate how you eat. You can't just power in.
Right, I've had my fair share of buys. Like I've gone for no. Okay, stop it. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Of like 3x3s and 4x4s and
yes.
This grave is just getting deeper.
It is getting deeper. But the thing about that is you have to eat it differently. Like you can't David, you've gone into the burger world and you have become an expert in that. And the reason that we bring you on is because of this first story is kind of insane, because there's all kinds of things that people love to make candles smell like, but I've never heard of a burger-scented candle until now.
My question is, why haven't we heard of this before?
Why haven't we heard of this before? Right here, McDonald's scented quarter pounder candles have sold out.
Man.
They've sold out. That means all of the ones that they've made, all of the quarter pounder candles, why can't I say all that?
It's like she sells seashells.
It's down by the seashore. Yeah.
She sells quarter pounder candles down by the seashore.
But they've sold out. Buns. They've sold out of quarter pounder. Now, why? What's the scenarios where you want your house to smell like burgers if you're not barbecuing and your house already smells like burgers?
Let's see. If it's a Sunday, that'd be great. If it's a Monday, that'd be even better. If it's a Tuesday, I mean that's good. If it's a Wednesday, I like it. If it's a Thursday, I'm with it. If it's a Friday,
but what about Taco Tuesday? What about Taco Tuesday?
Well, I mean, come on, burgers and tacos are essentially the same meat.
I mean, I guess I can see that.
A taco is a Mexican burger, right? It's different form, right?
Yeah. Okay, so
then if it's a Friday, everybody's yippee and yahooing,
yippee yahoo,
and they're all woohoo. And then Saturdays, it's like, oh, I've had so much. I can't even smell a burger.
Right,
I would throw. What's that smell?
Jake's point is,
that's a burger. Someone throw one on the grill.
So it's intentionally making you hungry, so that then therefore you make more burgers. But
this is a
conspiracy. They want you to buy more burgers. So here's the deal. So McDonald's on February 8th, McDonald's launched the Quarter Pounder Fan Club.
I'm in.
Right? Announcing a line of merchandise, including a locket that's already sold out too. You can still get your hands a locket.
Yeah, you open up one of the patties, and then you have your like great grandma Judith.
Is it? What if you bite down? Is it in the burger? Like, I don't understand this.
Yeah, that's how you get it. They like propose to you.
But here's the 20. So these you can get your hands on $25 mittens, a 2020 calendar for $25.
Is it the same picture every month?
$8 sticker and a $25 T-shirt and a $10 pin. No, I would guess that each month is like the quarter pounders dressed up a little different. Like
it's like the Sports Illustrated.
The June month, it's in a bikini. Like in the January, it's in a beanie.
Yeah, it's got a little hat on.
Right. In like October, he's got a pumpkin face on. Right.
Man.
So here's something that's weird about it. I'm looking on the Golden Arches Unlimited. That's where the fan club is found.
Are you a member of the fan club?
I may or may not be a charter member.
Whoa.
But no, so looking at this thing, it's a soy wax blend of fine fragrance, essential oil, and cotton wick. So, what essential oil smells like a quarter pounder?
It's probably
That's my question.
it's probably the thing like you do in like middle school or elementary school where you do your watercolors, right? And it's like, oh, you put like red and blue together, you get purple. You put like yellow and blue together, you get green. You mix them all together, you get brown.
No,
so what I'm saying is they all together collectively smell like a quarter pounder.
So a quarter pounder smells like brown water paint. What?
Can you feed that there's an echo on my microphone? Is there
you know what? I don't hear an echo on this end. Are you still having the echo issue?
No, I don't hear it, but I'm getting messages from people saying that there are.
Oh, on the live stream?
My fans.
Oh, your fans. How about this? Now I've done that.
Is that better? Ask him if that's better.
Yeah, I asked them if that's better. I think I'd fixed it.
Okay, but we need to keep moving.
This
is bad television.
Sorry.
This is dead air.
I have one more thing to say about the quarter pounder.
Wait, but I want to go back to the essential oil that makes quarter pounders candles smell like quarter pounders is probably the essential oil of lard.
Yeah, it's probably fat.
I mean, come on. That is oil, and it's essential.
Absolutely essential.
Okay, now here's the deal, though. Apparently not, because McDonald's, not recently, but like within like the last 10 years, went from using beef fat, right? And
who?
McDonald's.
Oh.
They went from using beef fat to fry their fries. And so that's why there's been this change in taste in the fries, right? They're still like crack cocaine. They're delicious. I would eat 1 million of them if I could. Right. I ate some last night.
I thought about eating some today.
I ate one. Okay, so here's my thing. You can get like 2 Big McDoubles for $3, right? So you go do that. It's like essentially like a quarter pounder and a half. So why not, right? For $3, easy. Then you get some fries. That's what I did. But it was like 11 o'clock at night, which is a mistake. But they used to use a beef fat to fry the fries, and everybody was like, "This is so good." But then when people were like, "Fat is bad," lunatics, they were like, "Fat is bad," and they took that away from us, and so now they use like canola oil or something.
Well, I thought they used coconut oil because they're trying to be vegan with their French fries because it's so hip.
A new development, right? a new oil switch out.
A new oil switch out. Why wouldn't they?
Come on, McDonald's.
Well, okay, David has something very important to say, Jake. You just totally took his thunder. David, what do you have to say?
All I'm going to say is that the smell of burning all of those candles together probably smells more like a real cheeseburger than it actually does when they're cooking it at McDonald's.
Yes, I would agree because it's not a real cheeseburger.
They should slap an In-N-Out logo on that thing.
Oh, can you imagine how many more they would sell?
And wrap it in cheese paper.
Yeah. But people would then but then they're gonna start eating the candle, thinking that the candle is cheese paper.
Okay, now that's my question too. Is this candle just like one of those ones that comes in the glass jars and you can like put it in your house and look trendy, or does it look like an actual hamburger?
Oh, it should totally look like a hamburger.
It's in a jar. It's in a jar.
There's
a brown one, an orange one, a white one, a yellow one, a red one, and a green one. They all have a different ingredient, like pickles, ketchup, mustard.
Interesting.
Onions. They're weird, right?
So
I'm with the pickle one.
They are making special
candle.
Ugh, it smells like. Then your house smells like feet, like vinegar. Gross.
Okay,
look at this. Here it is.
I am very opinionated on feet.
What about it?
Not good. They should stay covered.
And so when you make things smell like vinegar,
pickles and feet do not come from the same genus.
Well, at some level they do. But look right here. Here it is. I don't want to allow you to send things. Look at this. McDonald's. There they are.
Wow.
You got a brown one. That's because all the paint together makes brown, and that's what a quarter pounder smells like.
Yep, 100%.
You got green for pickles. So it's, you know what it looks like to me? It's like you can build your own burger candle.
Wow.
You can literally build your own burger candle with all these different candles.
So do you just buy one of them and it's just like, I'm feeling ketchup today?
Well, you know what I would say? You don't buy any of these because these are disgusting.
And sold out.
And sold out because you can't buy them anyways.
But what if you added a bacon candle too?
Well, see, that's what you should have a bacon candle.
Well, sure,
obviously.
but there's okay. McDonald's isn't necessarily known for their bacon, right?
But when you say burgers and smell, you think bacon.
For sure. But there's already a corner on the bacon candle
Hey,
market.
comment below. Should there be a bacon candle?
They miscaptured the oil from the rooftop to the franchise stores.
Yes,
that's where they
Daniel,
get the oil.
That's what it is. You get a bell for that, Daniel. They've captured the oil from the rooftop of the franchise stores. That's it. It's brilliant. It's
good. You know what? It's recycled energy.
It's recycled energy, and that's what it's all about.
Bill
Saving
Gates
the planet.
would fund it.
Saving the planet. You know, McDonald's is out there doing their best to give us all a little bit of nature back.
Hot take. Let it die. All right, next story.
Hey, you know what? David said he's got burgers to eat, so he's going to take off, I think. But David, thank you for being here, burger expert. We really appreciate you. Any last words for the Trending Stories fans?
I think you guys are doing a great job, and it's an honor to be your brother and to be on your show.
Oh, dude, and, I'm just feeling the love.
That hits me so different. We haven't talked in like a month.
I know, right?
We saved it up for the show.
Yeah, I know. So
it's kind of like we don't talk unless we have a show.
Right.
Jake, you want to just kind of catch up? I mean, now's as good a time as any.
Yeah. So what you been up to?
Wait, no. Jake's living at our house this weekend because we're going to be gone, so you can call him then. And maybe you guys can do a character special together. Oh,
every 5 minutes.
Wow.
Oh man,
character special. Good. Who are these characters?
I don't know what you're talking. You're right. Good point. I don't know.
Wait.
Yeah.
I was. What did I see? The other day I saw something and somebody had Florida Man. They had done a graphic.
Yes.
It's an illustrator out of Kansas City. He's in Florida, did this illustration, and he wrote Florida Man, and I thought, oh, Florida Dan.
Florida Dan.
Yeah.
He's a real guy.
Yes. So I was thinking of that when Florida Dan came by the show just earlier this week. I'm like, I need to cut that clip and put it on YouTube because I think the world needs to see more of Florida Dan.
Yeah, but I heard that he's actually gotten his Floridian accent going. So
really,
yeah, it's a little different.
I heard it was Brooklyn.
No, he was from the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Yeah,
right.
He moved to Florida about 5 years earlier and still hadn't picked up the lingo. But then in like a really crazy amount of probably like 2-3 months, he's just full Floridian now.
I'll tell you what, man, you know what? Florida Dan, we salute you, and we will put your clip on the YouTubes because he's going to come back someday.
He's going to come back.
All right, David, thank you so much for being here. We salute you. Appreciate you here at the TSTO.
We live to play another day.
Just remember,
live to play another day.
You can't eat those candles, David. I know you bought all of them.
No, you can't. It's not cheese paper. It's not cheese paper. Bye, David.
Bye, guys.
Oh, man. So speaking of candles, like when you put candles in your house, usually it's because there's some sort of like deep emotional thing that you're dealing with, right? A lot of times people will put candles in.
Whenever I'm dealing with something, I turn to Stater Brothers Pure Water.
Hey, brought to you by Stater Brothers. If you are thirsty, you should go to get a drink at Stater Brothers because they have water.
Cases of them.
And if you really want to sponsor the show, we could say your ad right there. Just call us.
Yeah. We'll just beep all of that out, and then over the beep, we'll just put your ad there. All right.
So speaking of candles and emotions, something that's very important, especially if you're trying to succeed at anything, is emotional intelligence.
Right.
And EQ is a big thing these days, Jake. And I don't know if you're aware, but that's something that is something a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah.
A lot of people struggle with emotional intelligence.
I didn't realize that it was that big of a deal. No, but reality is that this next article that we have coming up is pretty interesting. It's called "If You Can Truthfully Say Yes to Any of These 5 Questions, Your Emotional Intelligence is Lower Than You Think." So now the answer may surprise you.
The answer may surprise you. Now this title of this article, I think, is very misleading because now all you want to do is say no to these questions.
Well, all you want to do is say yes to these questions if you want to be emotionally intelligent. But if you want to put on a good show for the kids at home,
right?
You say no.
No, but I mean, you need to be honest. But as soon as you read that title, you're like, heck no, I'm not. My intelligence is high.
Right. I'm emotionally
so therefore, I'm going to say no. So we're going to go through these. We're going to go through these and see how honest we can be answering for each other.
Oh,
wow. This just got interesting. All right, here we go. So question numero uno. Let's see here. Keep going. 5 questions. Here we go. Are you quick to judge? I'm going to answer this question for Jake. Jake, are you quick to judge? I would say that Jake.
Be careful.
I'm sorry. No, I'll be honest. I don't think that Jake's quick to judge. I mean, I've seen some of the people you hang out with. You can't be quick to judge if you hang out with those people.
Right. You are.
All right. So that's a no for you. On number one.
Okay. So here's my little my little 2 cents.
Here we go.
I do not think you're quick to judge.
Oh.
And the reason why is because I think that you like to even the playing field with anybody that is worth judgment. So I think you put yourself out there on a level that is heightened, and that has become yourself to the point where if anybody's going to get judged, that you're going to judge, it's going to be you, but you don't care about it. And to me, that's emotionally intelligent.
That, you know what? I'm going to bell that answer. I don't even really know where that went other than it was a no. And I feel very confident in the way that you responded. I like that. I appreciate that.
What I'm saying
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Is that you will not turn away any customer that is going to buy a McDonald's scented candle.
I will sell McDonald's scented candles to anyone. That is true. All right. Question numero dos. Numero dos. Do you have a hard time accepting criticism? Well, Jake, here's the thing. Since you were a young little boy, we've criticized you a lot in many different ways, and you're still here. So I would say that you do not have a hard time accepting criticism. All right. Question number 2. Jake, do I have a hard time accepting criticism?
Do you have a hard time accepting criticism? No. And the reason why is because you look for other people's opinions very regularly.
Yeah,
and you use a large sounding board, which I think is
internet.
Something that right, and not even past the internet. When it comes to specific stuff that we do at the studio, you're looking and you're talking to, basically about 4 people on a regular basis about what are their thoughts on this, what do you think about that? And I've never once seen anything that you've ended up putting together in the studio that hasn't been compiled from all these other opinions of other people.
Totally true.
Even if your idea wasn't that to begin with.
Right.
So I would say no. But also, I do say for myself, I think that there are moments where I do have a hard time taking criticism, and I think it's because it comes from specific people.
Yeah, no, so here's the thing I have about this. I think we're both just so emotionally intelligent. It doesn't make sense to go through this. Let's know all the way down. But I think we should talk about these from the standpoint of there are some things about this that's important for people to realize. Are you quick to judge? Do you look at people and go, boom, you're this or you're that? That's unrealistic. And first of all, that's not a way to start any relationship. So don't judge people like that. There are some things like one of the comedians that I really enjoy is Daniel Tosh. And he says that if it's not a stereotype if it's always true. So, there are times that judgment just applies. However, to do that just because someone looks a certain way or says a certain thing, you shouldn't do that. That's just not good people, right?
Right. And I think it even in the article later on, it kind of dives past it a little more, and it says, look, if you are sitting in a room and you don't know anything about a specific person, yet you feel like that person, let's say you're at a party, you're at a gathering, and this person kind of rubs you the wrong way, even with the way they're interacting with other people, that in and of itself ends up getting lumped into the whole judgment thing, right? Which is interesting to me because I know for a fact that I'll sit down at a party and sometimes I'll look around and there'll be somebody and I'm like, that guy, the way he's acting kind of rubs me the wrong way. However, I'm not going to be somebody that's not going to have a conversation with that person.
But you should use that instinct, especially if you're in a situation where maybe you should stay away from that person.
Right.
Because there is an innate sense in most of us that says that person is on the bad side of humanity or on the good side of humanity, and we have to trust that.
That's a very good point. And the reason why I think that a lot of people are kind of not doing themselves justice when they're saying stay away from judgment in general is because of the fact that human beings are creatures that have this innate reaction to make judgments of something from base instinct, right? Just looking at it and saying, oh, that seems dangerous. We're animals in that sense, right?
Yeah.
And I think that that's an important thing to do. But I mean, if you're talking about, oh, somebody's hair looks dumb today, Jenna's just got this really weird rat's nest thing
if it does look dumb, sometimes you need to let them know.
Right.
But Daniel says this article is very snooty. Oops, I guess he was too quick to judge. True story. So I think it's important. You need to be accurate in your assessments of people, but don't let your judgment or what your initial response is of somebody, your first impression, guide how you interact with them in general. Because you gotta deal with people. Like if you're going to be successful in anything, there's going to be people that you don't want to deal with that you have to deal with.
Right.
So keep the criticism to a little minimum and take criticism. Now you mentioned me taking criticism. I like feedback a lot because that's the only way you can get perspective outside of yourself. Because we all only see things a certain way, and if we don't take perspective from other people, like with my my personal development clients that I was just with all morning this morning, it was talking about just how we changed their perspective, and we've been together for most of them for 4 weeks now, kind of going through their thing, and they kind of were coming back with this. My perspective has just changed on a lot of things, and that's literally all we've been doing is just adjusting and tweaking, and it's little things. But it's about the perspective you can get from outside people to help you be a better human.
And I don't know that there actually is a new perspective that you can gain that is negative.
I mean, it depends on how you take it.
Right. Sure. If it's like, if you're getting the perspective of a fat cat, right? Looking down at like a small business, like that's not necessarily the way that you want to move with things.
True.
But you can learn a lot from getting that perspective, from being somebody that's worked in that environment and then either had to work their way up or ends up having to go backwards. Like there's a lot you can gain from that. So I think it's important to take as many different perspectives as you can and put them into account with each other.
But then you've got to weigh them and be like, okay, are these really worth paying attention to? Because if you put too much weight, that's the other problem, is you put too much weight, especially with social media and all the things going around in the world and technology and the internet.
Dude,
like you can
real.
put so much emphasis on what other people say, then you actually don't be yourself. And you have to be yourself. But you have to balance that, and that's not easy.
No.
And I think that's something that we really need to focus on. Emotional intelligence is important.
It is.
And all these things.
It ties that what you were just saying with social media and having a different perspective all ties in with this third question.
Yes.
Do you increasingly feel stressed or anxious?
Yes. And I think that's something that I hear people talk about, especially younger kids, like like young high school or junior high kids. They're anxious, and I'm
social
like, what
pressure.
are you anxious for? That's I'm not saying that they're not anxious, but I look at that and I say, what do you have to be anxious about yet? Like you go to school and you play sports and you text with your friends. Like you're not supporting a family, you don't have a job you're gonna lose. Like what are you anxious about? But I think that's the thing that just, again, is from all the stuff around us. And then, are you a bad listener? That is another one I think is a big thing for a lot of people. I mean, I get paid to listen for some of my jobs.
Yeah. So I mean, come on, I feel like you have
kind of got to, and I think you do a good job listening to me on the show, and then articulating it differently. So this has turned into a really big like session of
self-service.
Hey, but you guys, you know what? You should take this quiz. It's on Inc.com. Well, actually, we've shown you the whole thing. So answer the questions. And if you have a problem with it, you should really work on that.
For sure. I do want to answer number 3 for you, though.
Okay. Oh, good.
I have seen you stressed or anxious one time in my life. Ever.
Wow.
At least that it's been noticeable.
Yeah.
And other than that, nada.
Talk to Tammy. She's seen it more.
Oh, well, I would imagine so.
But I do have to say, that's one thing that I have to constantly be like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Big picture, things don't matter. I get stressed, I get anxious, I get frustrated. You got to move on. You got to hit the live stream button. You got to hit the go.
And that's the fifth and final question.
Yep.
Do you find it hard to recover from mistakes?
Dude, hey, all I have to say with any of you is if any of you have not bought a motorhome, drove it home, and then backed into your house, you got nothing on me, because that's what I did.
Oh, you were probably stressed then.
I was, you know what? You know, the funny thing is, I just went to bed. Have you not heard that story?
No, I have heard that story.
Yeah,
yes.
I drive it home. I back it in. I walk out. Tammy comes out of the house like, "What'd you do?" She's like looking at it, and I'm just like, "I gotta go to bed." I just went to sleep. I
need to sleep on this.
I woke up the next morning and made a vlog about it, because you got to share your mistakes with the world, and I think that's what it's all about.
That is a good recovery.
That's a really good recovery from mistakes. But you know who else is making massive recoveries? And I think emotional intelligence.
I don't think she ever needed to make a recovery.
You know what? I think you're right. I think she is just somebody that is just crushing things
in general.
Is
when we gonna stop this girl?
Our friend, I don't think we need to stop her. Our friend Billie Eilish is in the news again. Billie Eilish lands #1 with the James Bond theme song. You know, it was really funny. I was looking at this article and I said, "Hey kids, Billie Eilish is #1 in the UK." They're like, "Oh, what song?" I said, "It was the theme for James Bond." They go, "What's James Bond?" I'm like, no. But I think it's just like
you should have said, like, "I'll tell you before I kill you."
Money. But Billie Eilish lands number 1 with the James Bond theme in the UK. Like,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
pretty
the
crazy.
UK. It's the theme song for the new James Bond, which looks really, really good.
It does
by
look
the
really
way.
cool. Daniel Craig's
really
last
looks good.
outing as James Bond.
Last
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
he's been one of the best.
I think he has been one of the best. I mean, you can't beat Sean
Can't be Sean Connery. That's so true.
A toaster in the bathtub.
Hey, that's a ball in the biscuit.
That's a ball in the biscuit.
But she's number 1. She just can't do anything wrong. It seems like,
Dude, this is nuts because she's the youngest artist ever to record a track for the Bond franchise.
that's true. So
And she's only the second artist ever to record a Bond soundtrack song that made number 1.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And
she
have you heard the
just
song?
turned 18.
you
No,
heard the song?
I haven't heard the song yet at all.
Let's play a minute of it here. It's or not a minute. We'll play a little bit of it
we
here.
gotta take it down.
It's
after
here
like
on YouTube, but we
15 or
can't.
so seconds.
Yeah. So it's super like.
Yeah, I
It's
heard
not
it's a
even-
ballad.
So it's not even in the trailer.
Huh.
It's not in the trailer, but it's like super haunting. It's very Billie. Like this as it builds up here. Like, and it's really, really good. And the emotion that this girl is able to put across in music,
Dude, seriously.
at the age of 18.
Talk about EQ.
Oh, talk about EQ for real.
All right, pull it so we don't get
There she is. Oh man,
that's-
it's
that's-
good. Like I just got chills. I just got chills listening to that.
No
But
Time to Die.
No Time to Die, man. No Time to Die. Check it out all over the place. But so this is
90,000 equivalent chart sales in its first week, and that's including
And
10.6 million streams.
that's a soundtrack for a movie that's not even out yet.
Yeah, what in the name of Sam Hill is going on
And
here?
I'd be curious to see the demographics of who are the people that are streaming this. Like, are these Bond fans or are these Billie fans?
I think it's both.
I think it's gotta be both.
I think it's more of Billie is reaching a larger audience because of the fact that she's now attached to the Bond franchise.
And vice versa. The Bond
True,
franchise
true.
is now reaching a demographic, like I said, my
Yeah.
kids who know exactly when I say Billie's number 1, they know exactly who I'm talking about. However, they have no idea what the Bond
Yeah,
franchise
Travis just like lifts up his shirt and he's got Billie's number 1 painted on his chest.
is. And
Where
Travis
did you get
is-
the paint, son?
And I'm like, hey kids, you want to watch the trailer to it? And they're like, yeah. And Travis is like, we got to see this, Dad.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go see Bond.
That's awesome.
And it's gonna be good. But dude, like this is crazy.
This is the biggest track of the year so far, and also the Bond song with the biggest opening week sales.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
If
dude.
you go down further in this article, right towards the bottom, they start talking about how have other Bond themes fared in the
Oh
charts.
yeah, right here.
So while Billie Eilish and Sam Smith both reached the chart summit, 2 other official songs from the movie franchise have taken the number 2 spot. Duran Duran's "A View to a Kill"
Oh yeah.
peaked at number 2 in 1985, and Adele's "Skyfall." Billie Eilish also talks about how Adele's "Skyfall" is her favorite Bond track.
Yeah. So
And-
Billie's a Bond fan then.
Billy's a
That's what it
Bond
says, which
fan,
is why
right?
she would attach to
Well,
the franchise.
She also got to see some of the clips of the film.
Yeah,
And
I mean, that's-
got to see the script to help.
You know
write.
what? This girl, she is doing some crazy things. I really, really hope, especially after watching, I told you about Justin Bieber talking with her for the first time and seeing her reaction. I know. But
When are we
the
gonna get
thing-
off of it?
The thing that he said when he said, she's going faster than I
Right.
had to go. I just really hope that she stays, she stays good and it
Yeah,
doesn't.
I mean, reality
go
is she's
crazy.
still young.
She's
You
still
know, she's
super
still
young. But she is doing amazing things. But you know what?
You know who's not young?
Just because you're young doesn't mean that's the only time you can accomplish things. Because if you're 42 and you're in the crowd at an NHL game, you might be called in to play goalie
This guy is my
for
hero.
the Canes. Like, this is crazy.
This guy's my hero.
This is crazy. So
David
here you
Aries,
go.
man.
42-year-old pulled out of crowd to make NHL debut and wins the game. It's not like he just like, oh, could you fill in because we need a goalie?
Yeah.
They win the game.
He's the oldest NHL player ever
Right.
to seal a win on his debut.
Look at this guy. Look at his face.
I
Look at
don't
his
want to mess
face.
with him.
Oh man.
Was he a Marine?
Dude, hockey players. You don't mess with hockey players.
No, you
anyways.
don't, man.
mess
They're
with hockey
missing
players.
teeth and stuff.
Uh-huh.
They can like shoot it, like they keep all the teeth in like a special hockey pouch in the back of their mouth, and they spit them at you with laser speed, and that's how they kill their enemies.
Yeah, Daniel says that Billy looks like a Batman villain, though. I think that this hockey goalie looks more like a Batman villain, Daniel.
This guy's
I think-
Bane, and Billy's the new Riddler.
Oh, he's Bane. Well, what is it you have to say to me, Batman?
I'm going to tell you my plan before I kill you, Mr. Bond.
So this guy, 42 years old, gets called out. So I am really confused about how you happen to do this and what seats do we get. So I need to go sit and become this goalie.
Here's the deal.
Tell me the thing.
He's not. He has been the practice goalie on multiple NHL squads.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's a Zamboni driver, and he is an emergency contact for the team if both of their goalies go out.
Right. So it wasn't just one goalie. It was two
goalies. Both got injured in the same game. But the moment the first goalie got injured, he was sitting with his wife.
Right.
He runs up and he starts getting ready. He puts on half of his stuff and goes and sits down. And then right as he sits down, he gets text messages.
Right. The
just
phone's blowing up. It says, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I'm in. And so he goes and he gets on his gear, and the first two shots on him go right into the net. Right.
Uh-oh.
That's got to be this moment where this guy, right? This guy must be a Marine.
Nuts. Yeah.
This guy must be a Marine, because then he goes like, you know what? I have EQ. I know how to recover from mistakes.
I'm gonna recover from this.
And
mistake.
He blocks the next 8 shots, and they end up winning.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is nuts. You know what?
This dude's my hero. David Ayres.
David Ayres. You know what, buddy? Hey, David, we salute you here at TSTO. You get a bell, and I'm giving you a round of applause.
And
that's fantastic.
And you know what, David Ayres? This show, small potatoes. The big potatoes are that you got to keep that jersey. That's
that for real.
And I honestly,
look at this video here from the Carolina Hurricanes. Right here from Twitter. Like this is him coming in and them going nuts. Look at that. Can you imagine?
That's like a little boy's dream come true in a 42-year-old man's body, but he won't smile. His kids are watching.
He's a Marine. You don't do that.
Yeah. I don't know if he actually is a Marine or not.
Well, I know, but he looks like he could be potentially. I mean, now you just you judged him. You judged him very swiftly. I mean, you judged him positively. So I think that counts as a positive.
Hey, man,
towards your EQ.
Marines can be good. Marines can be bad.
Marines are, I think, most of the time pretty darn good. They just
depends on how old they are. Yeah. If they're an experienced elder Marine, very good.
Yes.
If they're a frat bro dressing fatigues,
yeah. You know, there's a lot of pretenders out there. There's a lot of pretenders when it comes to lots of things, especially Marines. But now, you talk about YouTubers, and boy, are there some pretenders out there when it comes to YouTube, right?
Look at us.
Look at us. We're pretending. We're not even really here.
Fake it till you make it.
But something that's important when you're in the YouTube space, like we are, and we're not like traditional YouTubers in the sense that we do vlogs. I think we're a show, right? We're a show, and we are available.
Nobody asked for it, but we gave it to you anyway.
We gave it to you anyways. And if anybody like Netflix or Amazon or anybody that's interested in picking up a show, you call us. TSTOshow@gmail.com. But
because who doesn't want another news source?
But we're the news source. Remember, Chris says he gets all his
That's
news
true, which is like
he gets all his news here. He gets a
You're
bell.
hearing about candles and Dude Perfect making
Dude Perfect,
supplements?
No, okay. Are you a fan of Dude Perfect?
I was a big Dude Perfect fan when I played baseball, yes.
You were?
I was.
Have you been paying attention to them in the last year and a half?
No.
They have blown up.
Oh, I'm aware that they've blown up, but here's dating myself when it comes to Dude Perfect.
Yes.
I stopped paying attention around the time they got their first big studio.
Oh, okay.
So they would just do all the games where they go like Texas A&M and they do all the trick shots and everything.
Yeah.
And then they ended up building out the studio, and I was vaguely still around, and then now they have some crazy warehouse.
Dude, they're legit. Their thing's awesome. And they do this overtime show now where it's like a talk show deal, right? I've shown you that. But you're always looking for a way to keep making content and get monetized so that you have money to be able to keep making the show. And they make a very highly produced show, and they have some very big sponsors like Nerf. They do the Guinness Book thing. They do all kinds of really, really big sponsorships.
Yeah, how many records do you have? Do you know?
Guinness Book of World, look at what they have because
let's see if Yahoo works today.
They break Guinness Book of World Records all the time. That's kind of one of the things that they do. And something that I saw, I was watching their most recent one. I'm actually going to pull up Jim, sorry. I love you, Jim. I'm going to pull up the video of where they did this, but they posted a video, and in the video, in the middle, which is where, the best ads get put, they started talking about something that really caught my eye, And I was curious about what this was all about, so I did a little bit of research. And this is not a story other than it's a story because we are making it a story. So this is like a, you know what? This is a TSTO original story.
Wow, we're
Jake.
breaking it, guys.
We are breaking it.
Let me write the copy.
You write the copy right here. But they did this in the water bottle flip video. They did a new one. They said the water bottle flip's dead. No, it's not. We're bringing it back just because that's
okay.
What
I just have to say on set on Friday.
Yeah,
I was talking to one of the other actors that's playing the bassist in the band.
Yeah.
Right. Which, by the way, Planet Cosmo, we just wrapped shooting on Sunday.
It's going to be awesome.
So just look out for it. It'll be on YouTube, on everywhere else. And we'll let you know when that comes out. But I had almost drinking all of my water bottle like this, right? And I just straight up. I hit 7 in a row right in front of this dude. And that was left-handed. I'm not left-handed.
You guys, that was legit. Oh no, we won't. We'll cut that one out.
No, but like
you legitimately,
I would hit it every single time, and then the dude's watching it. By the time he got to the third one, I got to the third one. He's like, "There's no way.
There's no way." And he keeps going. Have you seen some of the ones where they do these they'll do 25 flips in a row? Like they're insane. So, but I was watching this bottle flip video, and in the water bottle, instead of it being clear, it's a color, like it's pink liquid. And I'm like, that's interesting. I've never seen that. I was thinking, it's easier to track for the cameras.
Right.
There's lots of really practical reasons you would want color. And then at 2 minutes and 16 seconds into a 5-minute long video, Tyler pulls the camera in and does this right here. He tells you about something crazy.
Moderately impressive, no look pour of our brand new sports nutrition product.
They have
got an incredible giveaway for you guys today. We call it the Platinum Prize Pack. All you got to do, text Energy to our Dude Perfect phone number.
So from a marketing standpoint, I'm going to geek out for a second. From a marketing standpoint, they have their own supplement thing that's put on by True Labs, so they're not producing it. They're gathering text information because you can text Energy to this number and you can win.
Okay.
Right? You can win free stuff. And they're going to sell the crap out of this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You have an idea how many kids like your son are going to be like, I need this to play better in basketball.
Well, I mean, and that's the brand that they have built. They have done an amazing job. Dude Perfect, hats off to you guys. We would love to have you on the TSTO show.
I'm not even wearing a hat. It's already off to you.
They have done an amazing job with creating this brand that is so fun, and yet the show that they do, they're actually interesting people. I really enjoy them as people, and then they do something marketing wise like this. I just think they're super brilliant. I don't know who they've got on their marketing team that's taking care of all this stuff, but they're gathering phone numbers. When they did their live tour, you saw they were on tour.
Right.
They gathered phone numbers because they
what
were
do they
texting
do on a tour?
They do trick shots.
Do they really?
They do live overtime, and the big thing that they do is a Wheel Unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
That's unfortunate. Welcome back to Wheel Unfortunate. I'm Ned Forster, the Golden Boy. Tyler, I'm doing your impression. It's I'm pretty good at it, I think.
You sounded like Ned Flanders.
Yeah, he kind of is a little bit of Ned Flandersy. Yeah. So anyway, so they do all this stuff on tour, but they are just crushing. Their studio is awesome. They seem like they're dialed in, and they are making money.
They're in shape.
They have a gym.
They have a gym.
They have a gym. They got one wheels all over the place. So then I started thinking, man, being a YouTuber and trying to figure out how to monetize your content, there's so many different ways. You can have products that you sell. You can sell merch. Like we have right here. You can go to shop.tstoshow.com and you can cap yourself some merch, 25% off if you join the contest that's ending next week.
You might as well.
But then you can also get advertisements, which we welcome advertisers. We've had Bridgeford Foods on before. We've had a few more, and we're going to have some more as things come on. But the other way you can do is selling courses. And so I'm just looking through all the way that these YouTubers are making money. And Dude Perfect is one of the ones, like they've got Nerf as a sponsor of a video. Like they just did a Airsoft video where they're sponsored by whoever the Airsoft people are. Like they're
Airsoft.
Apex Legends. So it's an Apex Legends video game, but the whole video is an airsoft battle. It's
cool.
really, really fun.
That's cool.
But that's their sponsor. And then I was thinking, well, one of the the biggest human YouTuber is PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
and he does the PewDiePie chair. Have you
whatever
seen the
happened
PewDiePie
to
chair?
Luke Paul.
Luke Paul's wrong people. there's Jake Paul and Logan Paul. There is no Luke Paul that I'm aware of.
Who's Luke Paul?
There is no Luke Paul, but like PewDiePie's got his chair, and then I got thinking I like PewDiePie. If you don't like PewDiePie, then that's fine.
That's a sweet chair.
I think he's really funny. It's super dope. It's got his bro fist is in the middle of it, right?
Yeah.
You were like
I was definitely
I
was on the PewDiePie train for a while, but I think Cryotic Monkey. If you're gonna watch somebody, watch Cry Plays, because Cry Plays.
Cry Plays. That's a good one too.
He's very
good. You know what, Bell. So I'm looking through this stuff, and this video pops up in my feed because I subscribe to PewDiePie, and it's a PewDiePie video that says, "What is Jake Paul?
Luke Paul
up to? What is Jake Paul up to?" And I'm like, okay, let's. PewDiePie makes fun of people, and it's fun to enjoy that. And he's talking here about YouTuber Jake Paul, and YouTuber Jake Paul launches entrepreneur how-to platform financial freedom movement.
Man, that's a mouthful.
Jake Paul is a YouTuber that was on Disney, and he makes really crazy videos.
Yeah. He's kind of a lunatic, right?
He's very much a lunatic, and his path to financial freedom has been be a lunatic and video it.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I watched PewDiePie go through this. Tammy says, yes, Luke Paul, LOL. I'm guessing that's one of the kids and not Tammy.
Yes, Luke Paul.
So PewDiePie goes through this, and Jake Paul has a course called Financial Freedom Movement. And it is, so to be involved, you pay. He's got these videos up.
Oh, you give him financial freedom?
You give him money to become financially free.
Oh,
and he talks about college.
This is like a bad church.
And here it is right here. So PewDiePie is looking at, how do I get involved? I really would like to do this. And he's looking, and it shows, where's the pricing? It's $19 a month, or he's ripping unemployment. It's Bailey. Hi, kiddo. He's ripping up. So this whole thing is how to get people financially free. I think there's a point.
How much money are you supposed to give him?
It's either $20 a month or $50 a month, but it's like 78% off if you order now.
Oh my gosh.
So this started getting me thinking, and there is a certain point where you have to like realize and be self-aware that, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be selling a course about financial freedom. His audience is young. Right. And so he did an event to launch this thing. He did an event, and here's a snapshot of the event that PewDiePie's got here. It's Jake Paul on a megaphone, right? And he's talking to these kids.
Don't overpay for
Adidas. No, ad. You know what? These ads on YouTube.
Bye. He wants us to give in to his financial freedom too.
That's right. So Jake Paul's right here. He's on a megaphone, and I'm trying to get a shot of the crowd because it's really sad.
Is it like tiny?
There's like nobody there.
Oh man, really?
Yeah. Where's it at? Where's the shot of the venue? Anyways, it's
play
really
the video.
Bad. Play the video. Okay, right here. Let's go. Here we go, Pewds. Tell us how it is.
Album. When they launch this thing, they have this whole event. It's going to be massive, right? Everyone's going to want to come to this financial freedom movement thing. I mean, it looks, from the looks of engagement and all that, it looks like luckily not many people are buying into this. And then you can look at the launch, which is great. So here it is.
There it is.
Look
at
all
that.
Over it.
There's nobody there.
Line. It's going to be TanaCon 3.0. And here's the reality.
So look at the crowd here. It pans down.
A bunch of kids. Wow. About,
that's it.
A dozen, maybe. I don't know how much that is.
So that's really.
That makes me hurt.
It does. And you know what?
It's like an episode of The Office.
Then PewDiePie says in this video, it's like that is one of the reason people hate YouTubers is because of stuff like this. Like you've heard about the TanaCon thing where she had an event that was supposed to go on. It was going to be this huge event with all these people coming.
I heard about the Fire Festival.
And then, it's similar to that. Same idea with Fire Festival. It was called TanaCon. And then a bunch of these YouTubers that are basically, they just got famous from vlogging some stupid stuff. And they're trying now to be in an education role. Like it's really, really weird. Like just self-awareness.
Come up.
You know what?
We
need to go back. We need to go back to the EQ. Right?
Dude,
we need to go back
seriously,
to the EQ.
Where is this dude's EQ at?
We need we're
like a 3.
It's not good. It's not good. So if you're out there and you're wondering, how can I be financially free? Do not Google Jake Paul
Luke
financial
Paul.
freedom movement. Google Luke Paul. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, what comes up? I couldn't tell you because Yahoo.
I would definitely say that if you're going to Google something to become financially free, you probably should go towards like a Dave Ramsey or somebody. Dave Ramsey. Somebody who has
Mr.
actually
Wonderful.
done something. Mr. Wonderful, maybe.
Talk about somebody
Shark
that makes
Tank.
judgments.
Oh man, for sure. So like that's something you need to be self-aware. And if you're a YouTuber, don't monetize your audience with something that's not actually
like
going to help
us.
them. Yeah. Tell
Actually,
them about...
no.
No, wait. Don't be
Let
like
us. Let us be the niche.
Let us be the niche. That's right. You guys... Wait, then what should they do? What should the audience do?
Something different.
Do something different. There it is.
Do something that nobody else has seen before.
That's right. That's right. But you know what?
Fit your whole fist in your mouth.
No, don't fit your fist in your mouth. But if you can do a double-double in 30 seconds, David will race you.
Or do the thing David did.
Yes, right. Pretend. That's good. You guys, that's all the stories we got for today. It's been another successful episode of the Trending Stories taking over, Jake.
We just keep getting better and better.
We just keep.
What is this, number 23?
This is 20. This is 23.
Nobody likes you when you're 23.
I thought it was 22.
No, nobody likes 22. I'm feeling 22.
Right.
And then Blink-182, nobody likes you when you're 23.
23. That's right. Man, that's a very short window of everybody liking you and then everybody not liking you.
Right. But then, I mean, you get 24 and then you're just Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, big time bell. Man, that is still the best show ever.
So good.
Still the best show ever. But you know what, guys? The Trending Stories are taking over and we can't stop them. So we might as well talk about them. We're so glad that you're here. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube.
What are you doing in my house over here, Trending Stories? I've just been sudsing up my pits and you come knocking.
And I was jugging them.
And I was jugging them.
And I was jugging them.
And I was jugging them and jugging them and jugging them.
All right, we're going to get out of here for, is that Jason Voorhees or is that Michael Myers?
This is Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. He's going to get me.
Do your homework.
You had 8-bit Jason Voorhees somewhere.
Yeah, he's not here anymore.
He's not here. Where did he go? If you see Jason Voorhees,
what are you doing here?
You better get out of there because you never know. All right, guys. I'm Todd Frazier.
I'm Jake Frazier. I'm Luke Paul.
And this has been Trending Stories taking over. We'll see you next time.
Bye.